Thank you for listening to this audiobook. This is Line of Duty, written by Katheryn Rosseau and narrated by Google Play auto-narrated voice Martin. Audio copyright 2025, published by Katheryn Rosseau. Chapter 1. He walked down the long corridor, trying to reach the light that shone at the end. It was an old building with walls where the plaster was falling off, and the wooden floor creaked with every step, making the path to the shining light even more distressing and frightening. Along the way, the only thing that came to his mind was the desire to find out who was behind all those crimes. An anxiety he had never felt in his life as an investigator. The light was getting closer, and as he crossed the entire corridor, he went through the doorway and came across a large room with old, peeling paint and in some places only bricks left because the plaster had not withstood the test of time. Careless as ever, overcome by anxiety and despair, he didn't even bother to look around the room to see if there was anyone else there, or if there was anything that could pose a risk to his life. All he saw in the back was an old wooden dresser, the kind you don't find in stores anymore, with no drawers, no doors, nothing. Just a lamp in the center and a book on the dresser. Surprisingly, he entered the room without looking to the side, his eyes fixed on the dresser and the book on top of it. Everything suggested that he would finally find out who was murdering people in his city. He approached, with the only distraction being the creaking of the wooden floor. He stopped in front of the dresser and looked at the homemade book, produced in an amateurish way and without any care for aesthetics. It was a small booklet of a few pages, typed and printed on a four-paper, and with a cover made of red felt, with the title and an amateur drawing. He read the title on the cover, which made him even more anxious. He took it in his hands, took a deep breath, and began to read. With each page he read, it was possible to see the surprise on the investigator's face. After finishing reading the book, he reflected, and when he finally remembered to contemplate the entire room, he looked to his left and was surprised by the image he saw. He approached, stared at the image, and after a long period of sleepless nights of affliction, anguish, fear, hatred, and all the feelings possible to a person, he finally stood before the person responsible for all the murders. In his eyes there was a mixture of surprise and apprehension. He had found the person responsible, but it still wasn't enough to stop the deaths. Chapter 2. From the small window, in the central room of the police station, Investigator Max Palupa watched the comings and goings of the city. Through the window, he could see the city's main church, which was located right in front of the police station.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?